So while we are still quite a few months away from the official unveil of the iPhone 17 series devices, there has been a lot of talk and leaks surrounding the new iPhone 17 Air that's supposed to take the place of the iPhone Pro that has been around now for a couple of years. Now, while we don't have the official actual phones in our hand just yet, we wanted to give you a good size comparison on what you could expect thanks to some 3D printed models that we just finished printing and kind of comparing them to the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Pro Max. Let's do a quick side-by-side look to give you guys an idea of what you can expect and just how thin these devices really might be. Let's go. So here you go. As you can see from left to right, we have a 16 Pro Max, a 16, and 3 printouts of what the iPhone 17 Air could look like. And right off the bat, I want to go ahead and get rid of this one because I do feel like these two are more likely than this design. This is more of an earlier render of what it could be, and this is looking just a little too thin. That goes against what some of the rumors said, plus we are more expecting a single camera layout. So we're going to move this one out of the way for now and really just focus on these two. So first things first, what you're going to notice is truly just how thin these are. I am expecting, and everyone's expecting, a single camera on the 17 Air or whatever they decide to call it. Obviously a USB-C charging port and all of that. And at its thickest point at the bottom of the device, we are expecting it to be only 5.5 millimeters thick. And then when you take in the camera bump into consideration, you're looking at about 9.5 millimeters thick. Now, how does that compare to the 16 Pro Max that we have currently? Well, this right here at the thinnest point is 8.25 millimeters thick. So quite a substantial difference. And as you can see, when you put them side by side, this is pretty crazy. Now, what gives us hope for this device is the new C1 modem and possibly a new chemical architecture in the battery to hopefully give us even better battery life than any other larger iPhone screen before it. Stop me if you've heard that before, but yeah, we're anticipating these to be really, really good devices. And one of the questionable aspects that still remains is what Apple is going to do with exactly what material they make these out of. Are they going to continue to use titanium? Are they going to use aluminum? That's something we don't yet quite know. But as you can see here, size-wise, they are going to be pretty identical. There are rumors about the 17 Air's screen display coming in at only 6.6 inches, really sliding it between the Pro Max and the Plus from before. That's yet to be seen. Obviously, you're going to get that dynamic island. You're going to get the action button. It is even on here, kind of showing you what it could look like. Volume controls, and I got to tell you, this does feel really good in the hand. And I am a fan of this new camera design. I've loved Pixels for a while. If you're familiar with how those look, this is very similar in nature to what you can expect right here. So we'll have to see exactly how that goes. Now, beyond that also, the 17 Air, if it is, since there's some competing questions about it on the thickness level, the camera bump should be 4 millimeters thick. And like I said, the actual phone itself is 5.5, giving it that 9.5 millimeter chassis. But I still think this is going to be good. These are corroborated right now with Koo and Mark Gurman and some of the other leaks right now going around. So I am very excited to see how these end up working out. Now, I want to show you the size comparison here with the 16 as well, and it swallows it. Swallows it as far as size-wise goes, but then again, when you look at thickness, and let's line these up really quick, take a look at that. What Apple is allegedly doing here is pretty remarkable. Obviously, the biggest concern, like I touched on, is going to be battery life, and that's going to be yet to be seen. Can't wait to see what numbers Apple is going to throw out there for us, but it's kind of what you can expect. And again, from a Pro Max to the Air, very, very good looking slim device. One other takeaway feature from this is, again, with a camera bar like this, when you actually put it on the table, it is not going to rock as much thanks to the bar covering up the whole top of the device, whereas on a 16 or something like that, it wobbles quite significantly. And with a Pro Max, obviously, another significant wobble. So Placing these in between here, you can kind of see exactly what you're going to get size-wise. I do think that Apple might have a hit on their hand with the 17 Air, not just because it's something new, but because it's something everyone might need. Not everyone needs a triple camera setup. Not everyone needs all these fancy megapixels. They are allegedly going to upgrade the front camera to a 24 megapixel camera, which will make it even better as well. But we really just have to wait to see what Apple ends up doing. Ice Universe and all these other leakers have corroborated at this point what the design could be. There's leaked casings and shells right now for these, so let us know in the comments down below. Are you excited for the 17 Air or the 17 series in general? Obviously, these will debut with iOS 19 that we just did a leaked video on. Go check that out if you haven't yet. Let us know in the comments down below. Are you excited for these? Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.